Hello and welcome. I'm Corey Kell, the creator of FlatEarthIntel.com, an educational and information website on using the sun to determine Earth's true surface shape. And this is a site preview. And basically what you have here is shown on the home page is there's an introduction as well as updates, videos showing how to use the sun in specific ways, such as the 45-degree sector test data, understanding geometric basic forms, and then the 45-degree sector test, which is the definitive test when you're testing their shape, as well as understanding timing. There's a lot of information on this website, so don't be overwhelmed by it. Take your time as you kind of work your way through it. And that's on the home page. There's contact information. You can reach me under this tab, and then a little bit more about myself under About Us on that last tab there up at the very top. Homepage site information. As I said, there's a Start Here area, and this is basically the updates information on either testing or what areas I'm looking at, or what information I'm working on, and upgrades to the site information as to using the sun, or looking at land masses such as Antarctica. Right now I'm working through that, so you'll find that in the update information and on the homepage site information page. Understanding geometric basics form, that's really where we start off, breaking down the geometric forms for the globe and the flat earth models. And that talks about how we do it and how we break it down into the 45-degree sector test. Also understanding vertical angle and the simple math process involved in that, simply just addition, and why it's the definitive test, and understanding who uses vertical angle, the two sciences, military science and civil engineering. Then it goes into the 45-degree sector test. Again, this test was developed by myself, and this kind of avoids the measuring the sun at higher angles to avoid refraction or lensing as it occurs in our atmosphere. And then there's the test box, which you input the test data information, which is basically the vertical angle or the measured angle you measured from, and then the angle of the observer, either for the flat earth model or the globe model, and simply add them, the limit being 90, because the sun is always 90 degrees. There's videos as well in this section. There's a video on how to do a sun plot, starting out with a whiteboard, and then showing you how to do actually digital sun plot using Google Earth Pro, which gives you the digital coordinates for latitude and longitude to ensure that you're either 45 degrees at the time of testing, or if you're doing a long-range test, what the distance is. And then on the second page of the website is the information page. Again, that goes into keeping it simple, why we use the sun, test data. There's some more test data as well as that page. Setting up the orienting station and required equipment to perform observations, understanding the solar declination angle. There's videos on how to do that, as well as the difference in maps, the Gleason's flat earth map and the digital Google Earth maps and Google Earth Pro, as well as some information about Antarctica and I think what they figured out in 1947 with the bird expedition. Some common word association under the keeping it simple. A lot of people, sometimes you have to back up and look at what words kind of line up with each model, the flat earth model and the globe model. Again, there are word associations when we talk about those models. Copernicus and what he had to do in order to get that model to work. And the globe model was released after his death, and he had major issues with it. I think vertical angle being one of the huge problems. And then some other simple items, such as just identifying the high sun as evidence of flat Earth. And again, what works against the heliocentric model, distance, the curve, and the spin all work against it. Why we use the sun and why it matters. It's probably the longest and one of the largest questions in mankind, whether it's a cosmic accident or creation. Those two those two answers people have searched for centuries and decades, and years, trying to figure out that answer. Talks about the orienting station, how to set up an orienting station, how to actually do testing yourself. And it's a very simple test, doesn't require a lot of equipment, very inexpensive. I've laid it out in a step-by-step process, as well as the required equipment. I transitioned into military science. I had 23 years with the U.S. Army. I did celestial survey using the sun and the stars, putting in survey positions, and I built that into developing the what you see here on this information website. And there's a lot of information regarding military science and how it works, real-world applications. I've done testing on both sides of the terrestrial Earth, one during Operation Resolute Time in Afghanistan and War Zone, and the other, that was in 2020, and the other in Operation North American Sun, 21-22. Both testing on both sides of the terrestrial Earth show that the Earth is flat, and the globe model fails vertical angle testing on both sides of the terrestrial Earth. And there are test results on this website as well that are put up on the final results, and a little bit more about Operation Resolute Time on Operation North American Sun there, located in that section. A little bit of history of Flat Earth section, and talks a little bit about the history of Flat Earth and Antarctica. What I thought they figured out, or what Byrd probably figured out. He was an exceptional navigator using dead reckoning. I think they figured it out that the Earth was flat down there and not a globe, based on the continent, the way the continent is laid out down there. I put all this in a book. It's the Sun and Earth Monitor User Reference Guide. This was this was published in 2023, October 2023. It's available on Amazon and Zilbrus.com. It's an extensive book. It's taken about 7 years to come up with all this information, put it all together. Again, I think it's a really good book and a document. It shows you how to basically use the sun to determine Earth's true surface shape, and it backs up with test data as well as processes of military science using the sun in geometry. I'm Corey Kell. This has been a site preview for the information educational website flatearthintel.com. Thanks for watching.